Welcome to another RS Wave update. This time I'm looking at Tron versus XRP. So in my previous ideas, I did say that we are looking for a reversal, and we have seen the first step in that reversal. But I'm not looking at this chart in order to trade TRX versus XRP. Right? This is a guide. This is only a guide, right? And if you haven't seen my ideas on this, I'll try and link them below, but I'll go through it a little bit once again. So the basic thinking behind this, and this is using RS Wave, the RS Wave methodology that I developed, is that this chart is basically telling us that Tron is going to be worth 1.5 XRP. Okay, so in order for us to get there, does that mean that XRP is going down? Now, I do believe this is the case, because how can Tron, that is currently around 15 cents, be worth $1.50 against XRP? Do you understand what I'm saying? Against XRP. So that means that XRP has to go down while Tron goes up. Now, I have done some back testing on this idea, not the RES wave idea. That part I understand how that part works, which is why I've obviously formulated this view. But the most important thing is to go back through the TRX XRP charts and just have a look at the highs and lows in this chart and see how they correlate with XRP being up and TRX being down, and vice versa, during certain points throughout a correction. And it gives you the clues as to what I'm talking about here, right? So for whatever reason, when you see the RES wave pattern, like this is something that you'll learn if you, well, I'll say it now. There's no need to do anything to learn it, because I'll just tell you right here. There are only two patterns that occur in markets, right? Zigzags and 5-wave moves. Okay, so in this case, at a minimum, it's a zigzag, right? Now, I'm not saying that this can't be a 5-wave move. That would mean that Tron goes above $1.50 against XRP. But because of the current state of the market and what is going on with like the NASDAQ and Dow Jones and that, and Bitcoin and the overall space, I am expecting a top to happen soon. So how soon? Well, that's going to be very interesting to see how this all pans out, because this is a turning point right here. When you get the end of the B wave, you get a reaction, right? Same thing, like, for example, if you look at the Dow Jones or NASDAQ ideas, whenever we finally reached that B wave, we started moving up pretty fast because it's an impulsive move, right? The corrective portion is the slow, choppy part here. And then after that, you get this move like this. But unless you know RES wave, you wouldn't even expect that to happen. But once it does happen, it usually catches people by surprise, and they wonder, well, how didn't I know that? How didn't I not see that happening? And it's simply because you don't know the waves. It's as simple as that, really, at the end of the day. And that's why I decided a long time ago to learn the waves and developed RS wave, because I found that, well, Elliott wave was not really doing a good job at helping me make money. So eventually I formulated my own view, did a lot of back testing, and came out with RS wave. And about over a year ago, I decided to start posting my progress on how this works. So here we are. Now, if we go down to the hourly, once again, you can see that I've marked out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, E waves can be very weird looking, 5-wave moves, but once you understand the type of 5-wave move you're looking at, because there are different variances of 5-wave moves, according to Arias Wave, they produce certain patterns in certain ways, and you just have to sort of know how to look for it. But in this case, I basically drew this trend line a few ideas ago, and I said if we break this trend line, that's the first sign, and then we have to break this high of wave 4, and then that's a confirmation this thing's going to start moving higher. So now that we've made that final low, we started to see a reaction to the upside, which is no longer choppy. It's actually starting to look impulsive. Okay, so that wave 5 from the last idea, I just move it down here, and that's fine because I'm not trading this using leverage or anything like that, because I'm not doing that with cryptos at the moment, because I don't believe you really need to, because you can buy up a ton of cryptos and it's basically like leverage. You actually can make, some decent money. So I don't know if you know, but I have a plan, and I have mentioned that in previous videos. Using this information, I'm going to be switching from one crypto to another at certain points in time in order to prepare for what I believe is coming. And my crypto of choice will be XRP. So I'm actually happy that XRP will go down because I want to buy more of it, right? And if I can do it using profits from another, trade, so be it. That's even better. Okay, and then I can add or whatever, do whatever I want. But I just think it's a very exciting time with a lot of opportunity for this kind of thing to happen. Okay, so now that I've shown you that, let's go to Tron and let's talk about the wave structure that I see here, because I haven't really touched on the short-term wave structure. All right, so as you know, previous ideas, we're in a wave 3. So I did not expect this to go that low because it's a wave 3. Why would a wave 3 correct so much? It just doesn't happen, right? So once it dipped, I go, yep, this is a good time to switch into this currency. Yeah, just because that was my plan. It's part of my plan that I have. So back to the 15-minute, and I want to just explain to you how I see these waves and what's going on here. Okay, so if you look at the top, this previous top here, you'll see two very distinct zigzags. Okay, so this is an A, this is a B, C, this is a D, this is an E. Okay, so as you know from previous ideas, D waves can be expanded. No different here. This is an expanded D wave. And this is the lovely cup and handle formation pattern that has occurred due to upward momentum in a bullish market, and the correction basically looked like a sharp 5-wave move. And as we know, if you're an Arias Wave follower or practitioner, you will know that 5-wave moves are not a correction. But if you understand what happened before the 5-wave move, and then the 5-wave, and then the following price action to make a new high, you'll know that that was not the beginning of a downtrend. But I suppose as you become more knowledgeable in the waves, you can see this as a buying opportunity down in the lower area, and just wait. Basically, just be patient. Especially if you're not leverage trading. If you're leverage trading, you'd want to be doing something like this. I'll explain it right now. So this being an E wave right here, all you have to do is wait for a break of the high and put your stop down here, and then you're off to the moon. Okay. Now this is the same for any corrective portion. So if you go back down here to this area, right? Sorry, I'll just move it back this way a bit. Yep. So if you go back here, you'll see that there's the same thing happen. 3, 3, 5, 3, and then 5. Okay. So you had your cup and handle pattern, right? As soon as you broke that high, put your stop down here, and you're off to the moon, right? Now this repeats over and over again until you hit the last waves, and then obviously you need to know when to get out, etc. But as the waves progress, the corrections become sharper and shorter, and it just looks like one big impulsive move to the upside, right? Now, when you look at something like what XRP's done lately, you'll notice that it moved up way too quick, all right, in such a short amount of time. Now, that's unsustainable for waves in general, especially if it's a D wave, like I believe that is going on in XRP. But this one being a C wave, it's actually it's going slow and it's building good support as it moves. So it's a good structure. So to me, this one's going to $1.50, and that's basically it, right? So a break of that high, once again, will continue higher. Okay. So I have touched on targets in the past and what I believe it will look like. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to picture wave 3, 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 5, etc. I do believe the fourth wave will be sharp, short and sharp, and then back to the highs, right? Because wave 2 was a long, drawn out, expanded, sideways move. Wave 4 will be short and sharp, and then back up again to hit that target. All right. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's what I see in terms of XRP itself. We may have hit the target potentially already. We just have to wait and see. I'm not trying to pick any tops here. There's no need for that. We're just using different pieces of evidence and just forming the bigger picture. We could have seen this C wave for the D wave happen already. It's already the same length as wave A, actually a little bit longer. And it did it fairly quickly after it built up that momentum. The only thing with this structure is I'm still torn between whether this is A, B, C, D, E down here, or whether the D ended up here and that was the E there because we had that sharp move. So I'm not too concerned at the moment. I'm not really trading this, so to me it doesn't really matter, because I see this reversal happening in the TRX XRP pattern. It's just a matter of time before we start to see what I believe is coming. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.